Hello Nintendo Wii here, welcome back to Let's Play Retro Games. Today I'm going to be showing 5 great Game Boy and Game Boy Color platformers. I'm sure everyone's heard of the Mario Land series, so I'm not going to show any of them games. Here's 5 games that are a bit unique and a bit special for the Game Boy and Game Boy Color. The first one I have here is Kirby's Dreamland 2. Fantastic sequel to Kirby's Dreamland, one of the very first games that came out on the Game Boy. This game improves in every single way. The main improvement compared to the first game on the Game Boy, in this one Kirby can actually take the enemy's abilities and use their powers against other enemies. This was something that wasn't in the original game, so it's really great that there's a game on the Game Boy where you can actually swallow the characters and transform into them. As well as that though, the game's a lot bigger than the first game. It plays very similarly to the NES game Kirby's Adventure. You actually have a hub world and you go to different levels. And new to this game, and really has only been done in one more Kirby game since, the animal buddies that you can find throughout the stages. These animals give Kirby even more abilities, and you can mix them with the powers that you had to really have a lot of fun getting around the levels. They're really cute too. And this game, like a lot of other games on this list, takes advantage of the Super Game Boy, or Super Game Boy 2 for the SNES. So if you have a SNES and you want to play the Game Boy games on the TV, if you put the game inside one of these and then play it, it actually gives the game colour that wouldn't be available on the original Game Boy, and it also gives you a border around the screen, and they really look good. So in the gameplay videos that I'm using for these games, you can actually see the Super Game Boy borders. So it's really great if you've got a SNES. I definitely recommend picking one of these up. And as always in the Kirby series, this game has really cute graphics and it also has some really energetic music. The second game I'm showing here, this one's a very unique game in the series. This is Pocket Bomberman. It plays nothing like a regular Bomberman game. This one's actually a side-scrolling puzzle platformer of sorts. It obviously still has a lot of similarities to Bomberman. You have the same power-ups, your bombs explode in the same cross-direction pattern, but the game is a platformer, and the whole idea is you go around the levels, you jump around on the platforms. You can actually jump really high actually. You put the bombs down, they explode, you basically have to kill all the enemies to open up the exit. It's a really interesting game, and it's definitely stood the test of time. While I was playing it for this video, I couldn't stop myself, I just kept going. It's really great, and if you play it on the Game Boy Color, you actually get colour in the game, and if you play it on the Super Game Boy, much like Kirby's Dreamland, you get the nice Super Game Boy borders around the screen. So definitely recommend Pocket Bomberman. It's one of the best games on the Game Boy, and one of the best games in the Bomberman series in my opinion. Now the third game I have here, Rayman for the Game Boy Color. This one's actually exclusive to the Game Boy Color. You can tell because of the see-through cart that it comes with, so you can only play this on the Game Boy Color system. This one won't work on an original Game Boy or on the Super Game Boy for the SNES. If you have a GameCube with a Game Boy player, you can play it though. This game's an amazing take on the original Rayman game for the Jaguar. Yes, it came out on the Atari Jaguar before anything else, and that was the system it was designed for. Some more trivia, this game was the first game that Davide Soliani, the man who made Mario & Rabbids Kingdom Battle on the Switch, this is the first game that he worked on at Ubisoft Milan, so it's really cool to know that bit of information about the game, and going back and playing it now, you can see he was really great game designer even back then. It looks fantastic for a Game Boy Color. The graphics, the sprites are amazing, they're really smooth. The whole game plays extremely well too. It plays exactly like the PS1 version. He's got all his moves from that game, similar level themes, although it is a completely original game in and of itself, so definitely recommend Rayman for the Game Boy Color. And if you've got a GBA, the Rayman GBA game's fantastic as well. Right, next up, we have a nice bright yellow cart. No, it's not Pokemon. This is Donkey Kong Land 2. All 3 of the Donkey Kong Land games are worth playing, but my favourite of the Donkey Kong Country series is Donkey Kong Country 2, so I thought I'd just show off Donkey Kong Land 2 here for you guys. It basically takes the SNES game and completely rearranges the entire game. All the levels are unique to this game. It has the same themes, like you've got the pirate ship, you've got the caves from Donkey Kong Country 2. Everything's kind of similar, but also kind of different. They also did the same thing with the Mega Man games on the Game Boy. So, just like the SNES game as well, you also get to play as Diddy Kong and Dixie Kong, and she still has her signature hairspin maneuver to help you get around the levels. And I must say this game's a big improvement over the first Donkey Kong Land game. It feels a lot more polished and the controls feel a lot more responsive. but all three of the games in the series are definitely worth trying out. So, just like Kirby and Bomberman, this game also takes advantage of the Super Game Boy, so that's definitely the best way to play this one. And the last game I'm showing here, this is Mega Man 5, or Rockman World 5. Definitely the hardest game to find on this list. I've been checking eBay for a UK version, but they're easily over £100 just for the cart alone. And I saw one boxed going for about $500 the other week, which is just insane. So luckily the Japanese version's a lot easier to get hold of, and it's a lot cheaper as well. This is the most unique game in the whole Mega Man series, I think. Before this, all the Game Boy games actually took their levels from the NES games and remixed them. So Mega Man 4 on the Game Boy included levels from Mega Man 3 and 4 on the NES, I believe. But this one is entirely unique. The levels in this game are actually based around the planets in the solar system. So you've got Mercury, you've got Saturn. If you play this one on the Super Game Boy, it has a special colour palette, so each level you go into has a different colour scheme. It's really great, it's really unique in the Mega Man series. It has fantastic music, as you'd expect. The gameplay plays basically exactly the same as the other Game Boy Mega Man games, which is really good. I actually did a Let's Play of Mega Man 3 on the Game Boy. I'll put the image up here and the link will be in the description, so you can go and check that video out. It's quite old now, but it's still worth watching because it's a really great game. I haven't played all the way through this one yet, but I definitely intend to soon. So, thank you very much for watching. I really hope this list of Game Boy and Game Boy Color platform games gave you some more games to go out and look for these systems. If you'd like me to do another video in this style where I recommend some more unusual games for different retro systems, leave a comment in the description and I'd be happy to make a video about the system of your choice. Or if you want some more Game Boy games, let me know what genre of games you like and I'll do another video for that. So, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate and subscribe. Check out my Patreon in the description, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.